guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So again, it's your boy Cobe Rising.
It's coming for you, coming for you, It's coming for you, coming for you,
Oh Lord, do not forget the gorillas. Everyone know we the realest, a bunch of go-getters. I bet you can tell I'm the illest. You don't need your fingers to feel it. You know I can straight spit, knock you out with a late hit. Feel like I'm the one, like I'm Neo, but this is the real life, not the Matrix. I'm about to go ape shit.
Hustle like the bando.
Let's get it.
Hustle like the bando.
Welcome to the show.
Let it burn slow.
Come
Let
on.
it burn slow.
Y'all know we about to party real
Yeah, anything you
Get
want,
the
gotta
water,
earn it.
get lit.
It's hell a lot of
It's
easier.
late
You
night
find
show,
your
baby.
purpose. Keeping game. Call
Come
of
on
Duty,
with it.
get the murking.
Come on.
Let it burn flow. Put your hand to earn it.
We're about to reset this thing. Hold on 1 second. You dig what I'm saying? We got the light show going on. It's the late night show, man. Shout out to the Rise and Rise Academy. You dig what I'm saying? It's your boy Cobe Rise and Rise. Yes, sir. Let's get to the regular scheduled programming. And we back, baby. Shout out to the Rises, man. What's going on? It's your boy Cobe Rise and Rise. Back at it again. As you can see, today's topic, man, we got a banger for you guys. We got an extreme banger for you guys. You already see the title is calories. They're not enough. It's not enough to get your calories and get to your gains. Man, we're about to break this down, man. But you know, we got to pay some bills real quick. Shout out to True High Clarity. You dig what I'm saying? As you can see the fit. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I don't know if you guys can see it. It might be a little bit of the light. But yeah, as you can see the symbol, True High Clarity. It's how you want to live your life. True, hot, and with clarity. Get your sweatshirts. Get your hats. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure you guys tap in with truehighclarity.com. You dig what I'm saying? It's how you want to live your life. One more thing, too. So make sure you guys go grab your jar of sea moss. Queen City Organics Raspberry Rafa is the flavor. You dig what I'm saying? This is a fitness sea moss. This is for getting in shape. This is for having tons of energy. All the good jazz. It has your iodine in it. It has your potassium in it. It has your calcium in it. Really all of the 92 minerals that your body really needs. And so this is going to be something that you guys are going to need for the winter time specifically because why? This is the time where people get sick. This is the time where weather is already on a big swing. You got 40-degree mornings and you got 77-degree afternoons. Why? That's what happened today. You dig what I'm saying? So make sure you guys get your coats, get your long sleeve shirts. You know what I'm saying? Always have a t-shirt at the end. So yeah, let's get to the show. Hey, let me show you guys something real quick. All right, so you guys see the title. The title for today's show is Calories Are Not Enough. Well, Kobe, why do you say that? I'm going to give you guys something real quick in case you guys did not know. There is a fad going on, and it's called the Starch Solution Diet. And the diet consists of approximately 70% starch, 20% vegetables, and 10% fruits. This is the starch solution. So apparently the main goal is as long as you're hitting your calorie mark, you can pretty much eat what you want. Now, you can take that what you want and you can do what you need to do. But I'm going to tell you like this. I really and honestly truly believe that you need more fruits and vegetables than your starches. I don't necessarily agree with that because I know that starch turns into sugar and is not always right to have a lot of starch because I know that turns into sugars and it can get into the different body parts that you don't necessarily need. Here's the key. There's been a lot of people that said they've actually gained weight on the starch solution diet, but they're saying that they're meeting their marks. They're hitting about 1,500 calories and everything. They're like, yo, why am I not losing weight? I'm actually gaining weight. Well, here's the thing. You getting calories, but you're adding on extra fats and sugars because it's mostly starch. So now you have 1,500 calories, but in actuality, you're gaining the weight because it's the bad type of calories that you don't necessarily want. This is why macros is important, and having a well-balanced diet is important when you want to lose the weight. Yes, that's right. You want to lose the weight properly. So you have to realize that there are something called superfoods out here. What's going on, man? Hey, shout out to my boy Ernest, man, for always tapping in, man. Everything is all well, my brother. I'll be replying to you shortly, man. You know, we're getting ready for the show. You dig what I'm saying? And shout out to you, man. Excuse me. But as I was speaking on the calories, so there's superfoods out there that you can get your calories to, but this type of food is not going to necessarily take you away from getting to your goals, but it actually is going to aid you to your goals, right? So I'm going to give you a few examples of some superfoods, right? Eating avocados. Using the avocado, they have a fat fiber combination in place of a carbohydrate energy. So that way you can use into your daily diet. You can use avocado into your daily diet for you to lose the weight. There's been some studies that shows the effects of avocado consumption and losing weight in the gut area. So you guys can look at the articles published in 2019 in June, right? So I want you guys to pay attention. When they've added the avocados into their diet, what tend to happen is they lost significant amount of weight in their stomach area just from eating avocado. These are from studies that people who were eating these foods, but these particular study had a group of people eating avocados on top of what they were doing, and they got better results in place of it. Why? It's because of what avocado has in it. Avocado helps increase your metabolism. This creates the good bacteria in your gut, so that way you can formulate and cut that weight. You dig what I'm saying? What's going on with you, cuzzo? Yes, sir. What's going on with you, Bill? Hey, man. Yeah, I got the IG boys tapping in with me, man. You know, I got some real ones coming out. You dig what I'm saying? So check this out. You can have your foods, but make sure you have a well-balanced diet. Here's why. Again, the studies show what avocado's done to the necessary body parts because it helps burn more fat. There are other superfoods out there as well. Okay. So they also have lean fish, right? And these are for the ones who are on a mostly plant-based diet, which is what I promote. So the ones that are going to eat mostly, white fish. What's going on, cuzzo? White fish tend to have a better and cleaner option of fulfilling, and it's a higher rate of good fats because of what you need as energy supplement. Okay. And I'm honest, I'm reading this from the articles, right? From the studies that were given about lean fish. Okay. So these were random weight loss trials diet. And the ones that were eating the white fish specifically, right? And this is called the randomized controlled trial. You guys can look this up. This is a 2007 article that was done. It's pretty much what they said was the people that ate the fish burned the most fat. And again, everybody had the same amount of nutrition, calories and all, but this particular group had the fish. The one that had the lean fish, and this is the white fish. I'm talking about cod is a white fish, right? And your salmon is not necessarily a white fish, but it's a protein fish. They're specifically talking about the white fish, right? And so it gives you a leaner approach when it comes to gaining lean muscle. Okay. So these are from some of the stats that came from these different trials. Okay. Again, there's are superfoods out there. Another great superfood, I call this a seasoning. What's going on with you, Marco? What's going on with you, Real? I appreciate y'all tapping in at your boy. You dig what I'm saying? Nothing much, cool beans. Yes, sir, Ernest. Hey, I already know, bro. Hey, take notes on this one, bro. Take notes. This is for the ones who need more energy whenever they're going to go work out. If they want to wake up, they want to have more energy. This is the one. This right here is the one. Everybody who gets to their calories is not reaching their goals. They say they're in a caloric deficit, but they're gaining weight. Why? It's because of what type of foods they're eating. Man, we about to give y'all some game today. Y'all better take some notes. Y'all better take some notes. Yes, sir. Tilapia and halibut. Yes, sir. You're exactly right, Ernest. What's going on, Eva? Yes, sir. What's going on, Nelson? Yo, another great superfood, and this particular one is a seasoning, right? Turmeric. Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory, and its role is to I don't even want to. I don't. Let me just dumb it down a little bit. It's related to metabolic health. So turmeric is an anti-inflammatory, and it's good for your gut. So this way, if you have more turmeric into your body, you have less inflammation, and this is also going to help you get to your goals in a better way. Now, since it's a seasoning, it's not necessarily going to add a lot of calories. It's like food, right? But I'm telling you like this: you get the right turmeric, mix it in with your water, and if it falls down in the water, that's the most soluble turmeric that you want, and that's going to hit your bloodstream in a much healthier way, and it's going to get to your bones and joints in a healthy way. So that way, you'll have a more healthy approach to your joints because there's going to be less inflammation in that. You got to remember, we're 70% water. So what that means is if the turmeric is going to fall down into the water, that means it's going to soak into your body at a better rate. Any turmeric that sits on the top of the water is not going to soak into your body like that because, again, we need to have the turmeric inserted into our bodies the best way. So make sure you do your research on the turmeric that you're getting. The most organic turmeric is the ones that you want to go for. These are superfoods that's going to help you. Okay? These are the superfoods that are going to, they're going to aid you in everything that you're going to get when it comes to gains. Now, another great superfood that I really like is, drum roll please, I'm actually just pulling everything up. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes. What's going on, Ari? I got a whole jar. You darn right, cuzzo. That means you own. Yes, sir. That means you own. Sweet potatoes are another great one because it doesn't have a lot of starch in it, but it gets you to your calories and your gains. The sweet potato is a great meal replacement for the ones who want to gain weight. Again, they did the same thing with sweet potatoes in the randomized food trial. Again, you guys can look this up. So one thing that I like to do to add sweet potatoes in my diet, I actually had this today. I cut some zucchini, and I also had a side of lentils. And what I also had to do was I mixed it together with roasted sweet potatoes. Simple meal, and it was so good. I used cayenne pepper. I used a little bit of pink Himalayan salt to give it some flavor. Mixed it all up together. Man, when I say it was a great compact food, it was amazing. And I added it to my calorie count because I'm, again, on a weight gain in a healthy way because it's the type of calories that you're going to digest. I'm going to test it now. I love the sweet potato. Yes, sir. Test it out. What's going on, Ari? Come get this work, y'all. There is such thing as good calories and bad calories, and this is actually proving it. So go look up the Starch Solution. It works great, right? It works really well, and a lot of people have good results. The problem is, this is the problem with the fads. All these different fads, they work. Are they sustainable? That's the key. Are they sustainable? Do these things start to drop off? In this particular case, people have gained the weight because they felt like they can eat a lot more starch. French fries, potatoes, all this good stuff. But they were like, okay, I'm going to eat it. You're forgetting, though, French fries have the bad oils in it. They have the bad carbs in it. These potatoes, they have a lot of starch in it, right? They have these binders, the white rices. If you're only eating that and you're not having a well-balanced diet, this is going to cause problems. It's going to cause problems. So for y'all that don't know, starch is a binder. So when you're eating it and swallowing it, sometimes it can take a while to come down and get into your stomach. So you can burn the calories and burn it off. So again, you really want to do your research when it comes to starch. I'm not going to say starch is bad. I think starch is good. We need starches, right? But it's the type of starches that you want in moderation. Am I saying that you can eat a potato and be worse off? No, I'm not going to say that. I eat potatoes too, but do I eat it every day? No, I do not eat potatoes every day. And if I do eat potatoes, it's going to be a sweet potato. Why? Because it is a superfood. It has more nutrients in the sweet potato than it does in the regular potato. So if I do a daily dose of something, it's going to be the sweet potato. Shout out to the sweet potato. Here's another good one. My jar is good, instantly going down. See, yeah. So you got the good one. So my cousin, he just tested it out. He got a jar. He had the turmeric in it. Went straight down. He's got the good turmeric. That's the one that you want. Use that turmeric. And I'm gonna give y'all a meal real quick. You can use turmeric on. I use this on my chickpeas. I roast my chickpeas. If you guys have an air fryer, that's one of the best ways that you guys can cook your chickpeas. 350 degrees, 350 degrees for like 8 minutes. Spread your curry powder all over the chickpeas, right? Not too much, but just enough. Maybe like a couple teaspoons, right? Just mix it up. Throw it in the roaster, right? Throw it in your air fryer. Take it out. Now, cut up some mushrooms. Cut up some bell peppers. Check this out. Make it into a stew as well. Put you some vegetable broth in a pot. Get it nice and hot. Put all your vegetables in it and let it simmer. I like to put a little bit of wild rice in mine too to give it a little extra kick. Wild rice is another great additive when it comes to energy. It's got great calories in it and it has more protein than white rice. And guess what? It's less starchy than white rice too. So again, what is it doing? It's a good calorie. It's going to get you to your goals in a more proficient way, in a more healthy way. Why? Because it has less starch in it, but it's still giving you the good calories. So you can get to these gains. You feel me? That's what you want to start to incorporate into your diets. Meet your caloric goals, but meet them with the good quality of the foods that you digest. Mostly whole food diets. Make sure you guys do not forget the food pyramid that I always preach about. Most of your diet is going to come from alkaline veggies and alkaline grains. Your next one is whole foods, fruits, herbs, and whole food snacks. The other one is clean meats and other additives. Remember that food pyramid. And I know you guys that are on the YouTube live, make sure you guys go check it out. I think I might have froze up. Yep, we back at it, y'all. Sorry about that. So, as a refresher, as a reminder, superfoods that are going to help you get to your goals. Avocados. The effects of the avocados, it helped people get to their goals at a faster rate. Again, these studies were done and it gave everybody the same amount of macros, calories. They pretty much ate the same things. Okay. But the ones that added the avocado into their diet tremendously lost a lot of weight in their gut. Okay. So again, write that down. Avocados are superfood. That's right. And I wanted to give you one last one. Excuse me. The last one that I really wanted you guys to see was I wanted you guys to see the olive oil. Olive oil is a great superfood. For the studies that were done, this was all randomized controlled trial. You guys can look this up. The dietary fat was responsible for the release of GLP in humans, right? The studies that were done, the ones that added olive oil into their diet, saw an 80% weight loss difference than the rest of everybody else that did not have olive oil added into their diet. Crazy. Crazy. Olive oil, that part. You darn right. What's going on, D? What's popping, bro? I'm telling y'all, olive oil. Again, let me repeat this to make sure y'all got it. Y'all can look this up too. The randomized controlled trial gave everybody same amount of calories, the macros, everything was the same. But they gave a group olive oil. The ones that they digested the olive oil, they saw an 80% decrease in weight loss. That's a huge difference. So if you guys are going to be smart about getting to your weight loss, man, add avocados, sweet potatoes, lean fish, and olive oil into your diet. Yes, sir. So what we doing with olive oil? I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do with olive oil. I love doing this. So I like to use olive oil in different ways. I don't like to cook with olive oil. I'm not saying you can't. I like to do it completely raw. I like it better that way. I use that for my salad dressings. I know you guys have listened to a show previously where I talked about if you're going to do salad dressings, try to stay away from the milky ones. Transition from your ranches over to your oil-based dressings. Olive oil is a cheat code. Mixing olive oil with your limes. Take a lime, cut a lime up, squeeze it on your dressing, add the olive oil, mix it together. When you talk about a banging dressing that's going to get you to your goals, come on now. How much a day? Yo, I'm going to tell you how much. So it's really up to you. But what I would like to say is per meal, I would like to give you guys maybe like a tablespoon. I say about a tablespoon if you're going to do a salad. I think that's really good. You can also mix it in with, if you're going to cook it, mix it in with your food. So for example, if I'm going to use olive oil, let's say if I cook with it, I'm going to mix it in with my chickpeas, my roasted vegetables, put them in the air fryer and let them go. So if I'm cooking with it, I'll probably use like a teaspoon, rub it all in. If it's not enough, I'll put one more teaspoon. I'll just do small increments like that into my diet. So I like an oil and vinegar salad. Boom. There you go. Oil and vinegar is a good one. I'm going to tell you like this. I like to use my oil and vinegar with my sandwiches. So when I go to like Subway, for example, and for the cheat code, my boys like to go to Publix, man. To me, that's the hit right there. Go to Publix, get you the oil and vinegar. I like to use oregano with a little bit of pepper as my seasoning. You can get whatever you want, man. And I'm telling you that sandwich is going to be on point. On point. What's going on, Jay? That's facts, Ernest. I already know. That's big facts. And think about it. The numbers don't lie. The numbers show an 80% drop in weight for the ones that added olive oil into their diet alone. And that's from everybody eating the same exact thing, but this group had olive oil into their diet. Come on. You would be almost crazy not to try this stuff out. And these are all documented. So it's not like I'm just telling you, sharing the news of what's already out there, right? So again, it goes back to my food pyramid that I always preach about. And if you are on my IG page, go look at my page, look for that food pyramid. You probably want to go about halfway down the page. You'll see it. What's going on, Alicia? So check this out. Alkaline veggies and alkaline grains is going to be your biggest portion. Your biggest portion. Next is your whole foods, herbs, and whole food snacks, fruits, and everything. I have a list of alkaline foods, right? If you're on my YouTube, go check my YouTube out. It's on the page right now. Amaranth grains, avocado, bell peppers. Check this out, though. Most of the things that I stated is actually on this list. It's on the list already. Sea salt, any sea vegetables, these are going to add into creating the good bacteria and enzymes so you can break down the food. Why is it important? Because it's good for your gut health and for you to drop that weight in your gut. For my fellas out there that's got the gut, they got the arms and everything, but they trying to lose his gut. Make sure you have the good gut bacteria that's going to help you drop the weight. Avocados, olive oil, you dig, sea vegetables, like sea moss, for example. If you guys don't have a jar of sea moss, make sure you tap in with me. Send me a DM on IG. I'm going to get you guys right. I'm already taking orders. I already got 5 of them that need to go out. And I hadn't even made them yet. So DM me, get me your information so we can get it to you ASAP. The sea moss that we have, yes, is a sea vegetable that's going to help your enzymes out. But the best part about it is we boost our sea moss to give it a nice potency with the herbs. So you're not only digesting the goodness from the sea vegetable, but you're also digesting the goodness from the herbs. And, we're giving a nice flavor to it because we're giving a good quality fruit with it. You dig? The raspberry rafa is dragon fruit. You dig what I'm saying? It's got other fruits in it too. That's going to naturally give you energy so you can cut this weight. What's going on, Carter? Change my eating habits and resolve every health issue I had. I did the same thing. The first time I had went plant-based, I kid you not. Actually, backstory. Before I changed my diet, I used to get a stomach bug at least once, maybe twice a year. Had allergies really bad, all this good stuff. So, changed my diet. Fast forward to the future. I didn't have any more stomach bugs. My skin cleared up. I didn't have any type of, allergy, I guess. I didn't have any type of, pollen. I was like the itchy eyes. You know what happens in the springtime? You get the itchy eyes and everything, right? Didn't have it. Why? Because I changed my diet up, switched it up. I even switched up my water, and the water was the most surprising thing. I went and got some water from a natural aquifer, which was a naturally alkaline sourced water from the ground. And you guys can look this up for your natural spring waters from an aquifer. You can test these things so that way you know that it's getting good quality water. So I used to drink water from an aquifer back when I was growing up. They had the filtration going through the granite rock underneath the ground. So it was a naturally sourced filter, and it was naturally alkaline based on the minerals from the rock that it was getting up. So I would drink that water, and it was amazing. And then when I was drinking that water for like a week, I went to Dasani water and Aquafina, all your big name waters. They did not taste the same. Every single one of them tasted like they had chemicals in it. And I said, why am I now tasting this? It's because I've diluted my body. I've completely detoxed my body from mostly anything that was acidic in a bad way. And so I was able to taste things differently. I was able to feel things differently, all because I fasted. You wouldn't believe it until you do it. That's what I would say. Once you actually do it, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. What's going on, Gail? How you doing? So you guys can see it. It's not just me. If I'm changing my diet, I'm seeing results. She's changing her diet. She sees results. It's bread in the pudding. And on top of that, I'll do the fat-free dressing sometimes. Yep. And you can do that too. So the bigger goal is to get to more of an oil-based dressing. Those are the ones that's going to really kick off because they're leaner, they're finer. Anything that's like thick like that, really creamy, is not going to necessarily get you to your goals. I'm going to tell you like this. It's just like drinking a 0-calorie soda. The 0 sugar sodas. People think drinking the 0 sugar sodas are actually more healthy for you because they say 0 sugar. Okay, but look at the chemicals that they put into the soda to make it sweet if it's not real sugar. I looked up a lot of the ingredients in these 0 sugar sodas, and I guarantee you, I was surprised what I've read. Each one of those ingredients were linked to cancer growth in the body. I could not believe it. Couldn't believe it. So when I did my research, I really looked at it and said, it doesn't matter what we think is actually healthy, it's actually not healthy. Somebody can say, 0 sugars, just be careful because you want to just read the ingredients. You can do them, but I'm guaranteeing you may change your mind once you start reading these ingredients, right? Oh yeah, see, like Diet Coke can cause heart problems. See, and I heard that too, and I haven't done my research, so I can't necessarily say it all the way. What's going on, Queen? How you doing? So That's why I say it goes down to research. I'm giving you guys something that's actually research because this is public knowledge. I'm only repeating what's already there. I'm not making none of that up. It's a randomized controlled trial. You guys can look it up. It's been multiple studies done with different foods that the calories are not enough. These are people that had the same amount of calories, supposedly calorie counting, thinking that they're going to get to their goals, and they actually don't. Why? It's because of the type of foods that they eat. They're not getting to their goals because it's a more unhealthy way of getting to your calories. There is such thing as unhealthy calories. You can go to McDonald's and get a calorie count. Is that going to be the best part of calories or the best quality of calories? Absolutely not. So at this rate, I'm still trying to best to cut back on them. Yeah, I would too. And it's not only going to get I don't think it's going to get better until we start to make 100% changes within ourselves. We have to make that conscious effort to change it, right? Once I consciously made the decision to go mostly plant-based, stick with it and stop eating for a second and read what's on the back of these labels, it made me be more conscious about what I'm putting in my body. And this is how I came up with this type of diet. A mostly whole food diet is going to be what you want. What's going on, Paul? I'm telling you, when I did that, I saw the best results. So a lot of people in the next phase really was when I did it. Most people that went, I guess, the vegetarian route, they said they lost weight because they didn't know what to do. Well, this is why I say, if you do your research on the food that you eat, you'll understand that you get to your gains at a much faster rate. A lot of people want to look their best, but they also want to be healthy. And so people think that if you work out and things like that, you'll be healthy, but you're forgetting another aspect. You want to be internally healthy. There are guys who look good on the outside who are hurting on the inside. Their organs and everything are suffering because they're not getting the quality of nutrients that their body actually needs to feed their organs right. You guys don't realize that they say drink water for your kidneys. Well, the reason why they say that is because it's hydration. That it goes through your kidneys. So when you drink alcohol, for example, your kidneys have to flush it out. So what do you think the alcohol is doing to your kidneys? It's not doing anything good. Same thing with your liver. It's got to clean. It's got to clean what's going on in your body. And if anything that's bad that you're eating, all that does is create fats and these issues around the organs like the liver and the kidneys. And this is what happens in the inside that you do not see. You feel it later. Over time is where you get the issues. Over time of bad food will cause issues down the line that we don't know of. This is why it's important to detox, because we probably have a lot of fatty tissue issues, the bad fats on our organs right now. That's going to cause issues later. So it's good to go ahead and get rid of them early. So when we get older, we won't be as well. We'll be more well off. We'll be more well off. I'm gonna give you this one last thing before we go. So when you get older, we have heart ventricles, right? We have heart ventricles. These heart ventricles are like reserves. So let's just say, God forbid, something happens when you get older, you have to sit down. Your heart ventricles do begin to drop off. So if you have not been taking care of your body, if you've been sitting on your tail, just eating bad, smoking cigarettes or whatever like that, you have less heart ventricles, which means this: if you have to sit down and the less heart ventricles you have, the increase you have to have heart issues later. And it's going to be harder to save your life. So for you to put yourself in a better position to save your life, you want to increase the amount of heart ventricles you have. And this is the amount of the heart ventricles help blood pump through your heart and goes to the other parts of your bodies so you can be a more healthy rate. So what I'm saying is, when you do, I'm going to give you a gem. High intensity workouts help reserve your heart ventricles. Spurts of high intensity workouts. Examples: jump squats, burpees, sprinting, boxing, these type of workouts. And they help strengthen your heart ventricles so that you have more reserves as you get older. This helps your blood pump through your body. I'm not saying only do that. You need a combination of cardio too, meaning you need to have some long lasting cardio as well, because you do need stamina. When you work out, you want to make sure you're lasting a very long time or a longer period of time so you can get to your goals and be a beast. you need to outlast your your opponent. You want to outlast them, right? And so I know we're getting off topic, but I wanted to give you guys that game because eating the right foods help cleanse your organs that you do not see. You think you're healthy, but you really don't know until you really digest. You really, really want to detox yourself. All right. So I wanted to give you guys that game. I appreciate y'all for jumping in. My mom literally died from my country's heart failure last month. I want some. Hey man, listen, and rest in peace to your mom, man. Again, condolences too. I had lost somebody as well from a heart attack. That was really close to me. So I understand the importance of making sure that we are staying at our optimal health, right? And that's across the board. So I do it for myself, but I also do it for my future family too. And I also do it, really for my family here that I have now, because I want to be a living testimony that, I want to do something different and I want to make sure I'm adding a good value to my people. What's going on, Queen? So that's why I want to make sure that this particular post, this particular video, it does numbers, because get into your calories. You can get to your caloric deficit and think you're fine, but it's not always going to be the best option unless you have the proper foods to fuel you in the right way. You did. I'm trying to do the same thing you're doing. Absolutely, man. And if you need any assistance, I got you. I got you. I appreciate everybody for hopping in. Man, it's hot. I was over there cooking. I was cooking, y'all. I appreciate everybody for jumping in, man. Shout out to Ernest for always supporting the show. Shout out to everybody who jumped in on IG. I appreciate you. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to Paul. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to Gail. Shout out to Lise. Carter. What's going on? Shout out to D. Hey, man, listen. I just want to say, get to your goals in the best way possible. One thing that I like to say is do a mostly whole food diet, meaning mostly alkaline veggies and grains for your energy. Whole foods diet to make sure you keep it clean and not processed. Not processed. We all know what process is. And the 20% to 10 or less is going to be everything else. That's your other additives and your clean meats to keep your diet mostly clean, and you'll be fine. But you got to do your research to make sure that you are going to get to your goals in a healthy way. Consult with a nutritionist. Consult with a physician. So that way you're making sure you're getting to your goals in the right way and that you're not hurting in some type of way as well. Because again, we want to make sure that you are working out the right way. You don't want to hurt yourself worse. All right. Again, thank you guys for the sponsors of the show. Shout out to True High Clarity. Shout out to Queen City Organics. You dig what I'm saying? Go to truehighclarity.com. Get your fit. Look good. This is a True High Clarity shirt. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, y'all. This thing is on point. Get your hats. It's on point. Make sure y'all get fresh for the wintertime. Get fresh for the wintertime. Get your sea moss from your boy. DM me. Get your sea moss jar. This is a fitness sea moss. I take it all the time. And it's something that's going to, yes, main thing on the topic. The sea moss is one superfood. We boost it up with our herbs. We give it the natural fruit so that way you can get your daily doses of your fruit as well. And you can get your 92 minerals and get to your goals. Thank you guys for joining in. It's your boy Cobe Rise and Rise. We about this thing. Let's get crunk. Let's get right. You dig?
Boy, like I'm
Thank you,
Luke Kane.